Hello everyone, welcome again to Lola's Reading Corner. My name is Ololade Kuku. In today's video, we will continue with our early years series, looking at activities for children under the age of 3. Now, children under the age of 3 should also be exposed to activities which focus on the same developmental needs like we do with the preschoolers. So focus should be on giving them opportunities for play and activities that will help them to develop across the prime areas and the specific areas of learning. On the whole, you want to think of having key worker schemes where you have an adult who is paired with 2 or 3 children, or who works specifically with 2 or 3 children, though they're also members of the team of early years practitioners in your setting. You want to make room for songs or games that you use to welcome and settle children to the setting, and also when they're leaving in the evening. You want to make adequate provision for one-to-one time between key workers and the children or the child they take care of. You want to plan for collaborative or team activities where children can, slowly begin to learn how to interact with other children, sharing and taking turns. You also want to plan for modeling and encouraging independence across, various life skills. Sensory play. Now, you want to plan activities that feature the following: water, sand, shaving foam, bubbles, paint, rice or beans or pasta, and tummy time for babies. Now, with all of these things, you can be as creative, you can be as open-ended as you possibly want to, but always think safety and think supervised play, because they're still quite young. So this will not apply to a 6-month-old, but there are also things that a 6-month-old can play with. They can enjoy looking at bubbles as you blow the bubbles. A 6-month-old will enjoy probably tummy time with something, a rattle or something like that. So again, just try to think about what is age appropriate based on these ideas. Music and movement. Now, plan for sessions where children are in a circle for rhymes, especially action rhymes or rhymes that focus on making or repeating sounds. So you have like Old MacDonald Had a Farm. I would at this point also encourage our own indigenous rhymes and poems, and songs that our parents used to sing to us. So as much as possible, incorporate those, even as you think of those that we've borrowed from other climes. Think of exercise, so opportunities for exercise, opportunities for learning and singing songs, dancing, and finger play. Finger play is really important, just to help children with not only the motor skills, but also get them moving, but also get them subitizing, in the sense that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here, then I let it go again. So things like that, the children are in a very subtle way beginning to get the idea of numbers, using their fingers and counting, and things like that. You want music exploration from a range of instruments: rattles, shakers, drums, congas, whatever it is you can lay your hand on, xylophones. Make them available for children to explore. When children are going on about, I would say, roughly 2 as well, you could begin to introduce fun activities with maybe jolly phonic songs. Here, I'm not saying to teach them the sounds of the letters of the alphabet, but the jolly phonic songs are very catchy, and they're very good, sort of like a phonemic awareness, for phonemic awareness exercises. So you have answer my arm, and again, children can make the movement and the sign. So I think, at about age 2, 2.5, you could begin to introduce the jolly phonic songs to the children, not with the intention of sitting them down to read or write or start teaching them formal phonics instructions. Books. I cannot emphasize how important this aspect is for children. Plan for sessions or periods where key workers or the room leaders are simply reading to the children. Now, with the younger ones, the babies, it could be all this texture book. You have fabric books now. You have books that pop up, just children can't read. They can't read at that age, but you want them to be exposed and surrounded by books. So with the younger ones, the key workers can have them in their laps and engage them with age-appropriate books. With the slightly older ones, you can have the children in a circle for a book read aloud session and a book talk. And for the older ones, you can also have book corners set up with all genre and format of books for them to independently go there. They may not be able to read, but they can flip the pages. They can get lost in what the book is trying to say to them. And you can also include audiobooks, so they can have the headset on, listening to an audiobook. It is very important for language, for communication, but also to encourage a love of reading, a love for books. Outdoor. Include lots of outdoor activities such as nature walks, climbing frames, slides, riding on bicycles, tricycles and scooters, taking children out to the parks. They can be involved in gardening, sound walk, trips and tours to places like farms, libraries and museums. Again, obviously a 6-month-old baby is not going to enjoy any of these things, but a 1-year-old or 18-month-old or 2-year-old would definitely benefit from these activities. Now, role play. For, more traditional settings, this is one area of your room that you need to really think about. You want children to have access to things that sort of mimic the real world. So you're talking about kitchen or a home corner. You have a construction corner. You have a doctor's kit, a dentist kit. You have costumes so that children can begin to imitate, what they do in the house. You have little vegetable baskets of food, microwaves, all play ones. But this area is really good to get children talking, and imaginative play is what they begin to do. Not fantasy, but children begin to do imaginative play. They role play that they're doctors, or they role play that they're carpenters, or they role play that they're a nurse or a receptionist. Make all of these things available in your role play area and allow children explore. Now you have an art corner stocked with paper, crayons, and the chunky ones are really, really good. Paint, apron, whiteboard, glue stick, pencils. You want an assortment of shapes, measures. Again, things that children can begin to explore the world of counting or maths without the formal sitting down, reading, writing, rote learning. Puzzles are really, really great for children at this age. You have 3-piece puzzles, 4, 8, 10-piece puzzles. Make them available, age appropriate, and allow children to explore. Now, there's some specific activities that you can think about, and there's a lot of them, and the internet is filled with ideas. I would advise that you go on the internet and, just type in ideas for activities for under 3, and you would be surprised at what you will get. You have beading or threading, building with Lego or Duplo blocks, Play-Doh with biscuit cutters or rollers. You have drawing shapes with stencils, leaf robins, transferring objects. You have using a scissors to cut. You have making collage with pasta or felt or leaves, whatever you can think of. You have coloring. And when we say coloring here, we don't mean giving them something to color in where you're fussy about them coloring in the line. No, let them just have a blank piece of paper, pencils, crayons, and let them, just have a go. Don't be too prescriptive or too pedantic about, you have to color in the line. All the white spaces have to be filled. You have to draw the cat like a cat. No, let children just explore. So you want to do squeezing activities where they're squeezing paint from a tube or squeezing water. You want to do pegging on a clothesline. You want to engage them in lots of sports, team sports. You could try swimming. And I know a lot of people might be shocked, but you actually have swimming instructions for babies as little as 6-8 months old. Obviously, you want to go for a trained, qualified, safe company and environment. Think of cutting and gluing activities. Think of outdoor and indoor obstacle courses, geoboards. The list is endless of what you can do. What I would also say as well is be aware of children's health and safety. Make time for sleep for children under 3. Make your setting free flow, but have specific learning outcomes at the back of your mind. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to build Is it an art session? Are you trying to do a maths session? Are you trying to develop language skills? Are you trying to get them exploring vegetables or food? So think about that and then set up your room appropriately. Now, when you're thinking of toys in your setting, be intentional about buying toys. Try to avoid toys that attempt to engage children in too many concepts at once. So if it's a puzzle about animals, let it be very minimalistic. It shouldn't have like 100 colors and they can stack and build and fit, and no, just try to limit it to a toy, to a specific goal, learning goal. Let children play and have fun. So your day can be actually quite routinely set up. And in as much as we're saying free flow and play, you can also have a routine, because children, they feed on routine. They enjoy routine. So have a routine. This is us at welcome time. This is the next thing we do is we do exercise. Then after that, we do a bit of free flow. Then we come for a bit of singing session. Then we do a bit of free flow. Then we come for a bit of a book read aloud. Then we do another free flow. Then there's opportunity for eating. For the babies, there's toilet change and sleeping time. If you sit down and really, really think about it, you can map out the day. And it'll be so filled, not just with mindless activities, but with activities that actually support children's growth and development. In all of this, I haven't said anything about numbers or, writing, because children under 3 really have no need for these things. Let them enjoy, let them have fun, let them explore. I really do hope you get 1 or 2 points to help in your practice, to help in your setting from today's video. If there's anything that you do in your setting, please share with us in the comment section, and parents at home or other adults in earlier settings can learn from this. It's been a pleasure making this video. Thank you so very much for sticking with me through this earlier series. My name is Olalade Kuku. Have a wonderful week. Bye.